Kadence Template Builder. That's the cool new feature Kadence has secretly added to his team, and it is awesome. If you want to have a different hero section for articles, done. If you want to customize your category pages more than what the Kadence Theme Customizer allows you to do, done. If you want to customize your category pages to look like this, done. Believe it or not, Kadence has made it really easy for us to create templates to make our website out of the ordinary. And if you want to customize, for example, custom post types as well, you can do so too. But I don't want to cover a topic that is very well covered by someone else who has done an amazing job explaining, so I want to recommend you to watch a video from David Mecken of WebTMG. If you're interested in building templates for custom post types, the link is in the description. But watch this video first, okay? Don't go anywhere else. I have something awesome prepared for you. So buckle up, prepare your test sites, and let's do something amazing together. Let's go. Hey, this is Jack, and if this is your first time watching a video from my channel, I do a lot of online business and WordPress tutorials, mainly focused on helping you build beautiful and fast loading WordPress sites, and most importantly, help you save money on the best WordPress tools to run your business. So if any of this aligns with your interests, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so you won't miss any of my videos. Anyway, we'll first talk about how to create templates for single post content, and then I will share with you 2 methods to customize your Blogroll and your category pages. Feel free to use the timestamps below. Let's get on with creating templates for your single post content. Okay, Kadence's template builder. Let me show you where it is. If you go to Appearance, under Kadence, you need to make sure this hook element is turned on so that you will see this tab over here. Now, this hook element is a pro theme feature, so you need to make sure that you have the Kadence Pro theme installed. And what you're going to see later in this tutorial, you will also need the Kadence Blocks Pro as well. So if you don't have these plugins yet, you can use this link with this code to get a 10% discount. You can get the Essential Bundle, and you will have both these plugins I've mentioned. And if you want everything that Kadence offers, you can get the full bundle. Anyway, let's get back to this. If you click on this, and let's say that you add a new element, you will see this new option here where you can create a template. Previously, it was just these 3 options, but now you got a new option called template. I'll select this, and now let me show you what it can do. Because if you have tried hooking elements to a page, it's going to be a little different than this. Now over here at the placement, this template here, whatever that you've placed here, it can replace the header. It can replace the above content hero. It can replace the entire content of a single post. And as for this, you can edit the design of your categories and whatever, which I will show you in a while. And then you can replace the sidebar, to replace the footer, as well as replacing the 404 page content. So these are the things that you can do with this template builder. And basically, you can place whatever stuff over here under the condition that if it is a blog page, the archive pages, the category archives, you can even select which category you want this template to be placed on. You can customize the header of the tag and all this amazing stuff that you can do with this. But right now, let me show you a real life example, which is to customize the header of all the articles. Let's say that I have all these categories on my website. As you can see, this is a live site. I have over 100 posts. I want to show you how to actually customize something on a live site instead of me loading content to a blank site. Now, what if out of all these articles in the zero waste lifestyle category, I want a hero section, which is right here, to have a different background for each of the articles over here. As you can see, all these articles has a white background. It's very plain and it's very simple. I actually like this. I'm just gonna do an example for you, but after this, I'll probably revert back to this design. So of all the articles in the zero waste lifestyle category, I want a different background for this. Here's how we're gonna do it. The first thing we're gonna do is to head back to your WordPress dashboard, and under plugins, you wanna add new. Let's search for something called Advanced Custom Fields, which is right here. We want to install this and activate. Now, once this plugin is activated, you will see this custom fields here. You want to add new. Let's give this a title. Let's say this is Zero Waste Lifestyle Background, okay? And then let's add field. Let's change this field type to an image. Give this a name. Let's make this a requirement. And then I want to show this field onto post category that is equal to zero waste lifestyle. And then let's publish this. Now, once this is done, if you visit any one of the articles under the category, Let's say we edit posts, and if you scroll down all the way to the bottom, you will see this section where you can add background image. And it's going to be the same with all these other articles because they are all in the same category. As you can see from here, on this other article, you will see this here as well. So what we want to do is to add an image for each of these articles. So on all these articles, there will be a different background image. So let's load a background image for each of this article. Let me fast forward this part. Okay, we are basically done. What I have done is to add a background image to each of these articles over here, so that every article that you visit, you will have a different background. And now here's the most interesting part. Let's build the template out for the zero waste lifestyle category. Let's head over to the template builder we have just opened up. Let's say this is the hero section template for zero waste lifestyle category. This is just for your reference. It will not appear anywhere on your page. And what I would do is just to add blocks like how you would design a website using Gutenberg. Let's add a row layout. I will select this, make this a full width, and open up the settings for this block. Go to the structure settings, let a content max width to inherit from the theme. As you can see, the content width for my block is from here to here. And whatever content I add, the header and all this stuff over here at the top, we'll take the content width, and that's what I need. Let's head back. Now, let me open this up so that you can see the layers of this template. We have this row layout. I'll select this. And now what I want to do is to open up the background settings. And over here, you can see we can add a background image. If we add any image right here, all the templates will use this selected image, which we do not want. We want a background image to be taken from each of this background image we have added to the articles. So let's click on this to add a dynamic background image. Let's enable this. And as for this, let's select. It seems that the custom field is not shown here yet. That's because I have not refreshed this page. Let us save draft and let us refresh. And now let's open up the setting again. Now we can see there is this post custom field. Let's select that. The image source is from custom post. And in the custom field, we have created this custom field here where we uploaded the different background images for each of the article. So let's select this. And then next, on the article itself, we have the category at the top, and then the heading, and this Amazon associate disclaimer, and the post date. And that's what we are going to do. Let's add a block, browse all, scroll down to the part where it says post categories. Let's select this, and let's align this to the middle. Next, let's add a heading. Advanced heading, let's align this to the center. We want the heading color to be white. And because the heading color is white, we want the background to be a little darker. So let's select the row layouts, and under the background overlay settings, we want to make the overlay color to be black and the opacity to be 30. So we'll see a little bit of tint overlaid on the background image. Now back to the heading, we want this to be a dynamic text as well. So let's select post title. The source will be from the current post, and the current post basically means it will take the content from each of the posts over here. So that's the content source. We want it from the current post, and let's add dynamic content. So I'm not sure you know exactly what I'm doing here. What I'm doing is I'm creating a template. And for a template, if I write any still content, for example, a text like that, whatever post that takes on this template, we have this still text here, which will not change. So what I'm doing here is to have a dynamic content, so it will draw content from each of the articles. I hope you understand what I mean. Now, the only thing that is static over here is this Amazon disclaimer. As you can see, every article will have this. So this is the only static content. Let me copy this, head back here, and I'll paste the text here. Let's align this text to the center, turn the color to white. Now, if I want to add a border to this, I cannot use the normal text. So I'll add another block. Let's put this as the advanced heading, and let's change this to paragraph so that when I paste the text here, align this center, I can change the color to white, and I can remove this. Now on this, if I want to add a border around this text, I'll have to highlight all this text. So let's say the border width, I'll put it as 2. The border color, I'll make this white. And then let's highlight this entire sentence. Under the highlight settings, I will turn the highlight color to white. And then for the padding, let's combine this and add some spaces around this text. And for the border style, let's put this as dashed. Let's add a post date as well. Let's scroll down to where it says post date. Let's bring this down and let's align this center, make this white as well. And now we are basically done with the template. Let's see how we can make use of this template on all these articles that I've opened up, which is in the zero waste lifestyle category. Let's click on this element settings. Under the placement, I want to put this as above content hero. And then for the display settings, I'll put this on single post. And I want to select by group so that I can select by categories and zero waste lifestyle. So this template will be hooked on a single post that is in the zero waste lifestyle category. That's what this means. Let's publish this. And now before that, let's do something a little cool. Let's say under the background image, I want to turn this into a parallax image. Okay, let's update this again. And now let's check this out. Let's go to this article. It used to be a white background. Let's refresh this. And now we have something like this. And as we scroll, you can see the parallax here. We can add some spaces around this by adding some padding to the template. Let's say on the row layout, which is the base layer, under the padding and margin, we can add maybe 100 pixels worth of padding at the top. And at the bottom, let's add maybe 100 as well. So as we update and on this page, refresh this, we will have something like this. Now, we can remove this header section as well by going into the post directly. Or if you have the intention to customize the hero section of all your articles, you can remove all these from your general theme customizer. But just for the sake of this, I don't want to customize every single article on my website. I just want to customize for all these articles on this category. So I'll just go to the post and open this up. I can enable the transparent header and I can disable the post title. And what this does is it will make your website look like this. Because on this article itself, you have enabled the transparent background of your header and you have removed the page title, which you saw there was a page title here. So that's the individual customization. But now let's check out how the other articles look. Okay, remember on this article, we have this lady washing her face. And on this zero waste living tips, let's refresh this. We have a straw basket here, which is a different image. On this gift ideas, we have a gift background. On this kitchen compose article, we have a different background. So every article over here will have a different background because this is a template created through this section here. And that's what you can do with this replace above content hero. And let's say if you want to replace header, let me show you how this works. If I update this and I refresh this, you can basically see that the logo and menu is gone. The same will happen with all these articles, as you can see. And what if I want to change this to replace single post content? If I update this, all the content over here will be gone. And what you will see is only this template, which is not what we want. So this template is built for the purpose of replacing the content hero. And that's what it is. And let's say if you have a sidebar that you want to replace for a specific category or something like that, you can do so here. You can replace the footer as well and the 404 image. Whatever you put here, you can put in the dynamic content or whatever. They will replace whatever stuff that you define and you can select where this template should display. Now, what I've shown you up to this point is the customization of a single post. Now, let me show you how to customize a category page like this. As you can see, all these articles are from the zero waste lifestyle category, and this archive design is what you can do with the standard theme customizer from Kadence. So let me show you how to customize this category page to look like this, which is out of what the theme customizer allows you to do. Now, for customizing category pages, I have two ways I want to show you. The first is to customize the standard Blogroll style, which are all these individual items in a Blogroll. And the next method is to customize this entire page into something that doesn't look like a standard Blogroll. So let's start with showing you the settings we have in the theme customizer. As you can see on this category page, I have removed the archive title, which looks like this. And I don't really like this, so I'll just remove this archive title. And you can choose the archive layout. You can choose it to be narrow, full width, with a left sidebar, right sidebar, whatever. And then you can choose all these. And as for this category page, I've designed this to be suited to a one column. If I put this as two columns, it will look really ugly. So that's why I've designed this category page using one column. And you can choose the image placement to be beside which looks like this, or you can choose to put it above all this text, which will make this ugly, and that's why I decided to put the image right beside the text instead of above. And basically, these are all the settings you can have on the standard theme customizer. Now the thing is, if you don't like this design and you can't find a setting over here, for example, if you want this image to be on the right, as you can see, there is no setting to switch places, and in that scenario, you will use the template builder right here to build the category page. Let's add new, and what we want to do is to select template. Let's give this template a name. Let's say this is the zero waste category, and then the first thing we want to do is to add a row layout. Let's select this one column row, and let's make this full width. And for the structured settings, let's make the content width inherit with the content width of the theme. And then next, under the section layer, let's open up the container style. Let's probably put a box shadow or something like that. For the X, let's increase this to 10 and you will see the shadow moving to the right. And on the Y-axis, where it controls the vertical axis, if we increase it, you will see the shadow moving down. So we want something like this. And then as for the padding and margin, let's add a top padding of maybe 50 and the bottom padding of maybe 50. So we have some space in between the content. Now let's add another block. Let's say that I want the featured image to be on the right and I want the text to be on the left, as we have discussed. Let's add another row layout, select 2 columns, add a block here. Let's browse all. Let's scroll down till we see something called post featured image. Now these are all the Gutenberg blocks coming from the full site editing, and you can see the Kadence team work very well with it. Let's select this, and then next, let's add another block. Let's search for post title right here. And then let's add some post excerpt, which is right here. And finally, let's add a button. Let's select this advanced button, and under the settings, we want this to be a dynamic link, and we will select the post URL. Okay, let's add some spacing on the left and right. Let's select the row layout layer. Let's select the section area, and under padding and margin on the right, let's say 30 pixels. And on the left, let's say 30 pixels as well. So you'll see some spaces here. Now what we want to do is to add the placement, and we want to select this replace archive loop item content. What this does is that it will loop this design onto each of this item here. Let me show you what I mean. But before that, let me add some text here. Let's say this is read more. And then next, under the display settings, let's select category archives. And then we want to select individually so that we can apply this template to the zero waste lifestyle category page. Let's publish this, and now let's take a look at how this looks like. And as you can see, this is the template that we have basically created. And as I scroll down, you will see this is very different from the standard customization you can do in the theme customizer. And this is all because we have selected this replace archive loop item. From here, whatever changes you make to this template, it will be reflected onto each of the items in the category Blogroll. Now let's do something amazing with this category page or Blogroll. Now let's say that I want to customize this Blogroll page. This is a page that I've set as the post page. So basically, whatever content or article you have written will be listed here on this Blogroll. And this page is kind of untouchable in the normal WordPress settings. And all you can do with this page are those customizations that I've shown you just now. Alright, so what we want to do, let's go back to the elements and we want to add new. Let's do the same thing. Let's select this template, give it a name. Let's say this is Blogroll template. And this time around, let's do something different. Let's browse all and let's select this post grid carousel. And then let's select this style and you will see all this over here. So you can determine and filter out which articles to display using all these settings here. But what I want to do is to expand this display filter. Let's toggle this on, and then I want to select a taxonomy. Let's say that I want to show the categories. As you can see, we have all the categories that I have on this website. And let me show you what this does. Let's go to this element settings, and under the placement, I want to select this replace archive loop item content, which is the same we have done in the previous example. And then for the display settings, we will choose the blog page. Or if you want to hook this to any category page, you can do so as well. But for this example, I will choose the blog page. Let's publish this. And now let's check out how does that template affect this blog page. Let's refresh this and we have something like this. Let's say that I want to select eco-friendly living and it will display all the eco-friendly articles here. And for the natural organic, now the thing here is that we need to change something. let's select the settings here and the items to display. Because we have selected only 6, so whatever article that is on this filter, they will only display 6 of them. So we want this to display more, so we'll make this maybe 150, because on this website I have over 100 articles and I want to display all of them. So that's what this is. Let's update this and let's refresh this, and now you will see there are a lot of articles here. If I select eco-friendly, they'll have a lot of articles as well. Natural organic, they have 4 articles. Plastic free, there's 3. Upcycle, 4 of them. Zero waste lifestyle, they have over 20. So that's what this is. But the problem here is that, you see, this is an item of the Blogroll, this is another item of the Blogroll, they are basically the same thing, and this is what replace archive loop item does. It looped this entire section of it onto each of the Blogroll items. So they are basically, I don't know, 5 articles displayed. So as you can see, we have 1 item, 2 item, 3, 4, 5. So we are displaying 5 items right here on this Blogroll page. So how do we solve this? We need to go to the settings in your WordPress dashboard, and then you want to select reading. And over here you see blog pages to show at most. This is 5, and that's why it is showing 5 items. So if we want to show just 1 item here where you can play with all these things without any additional item coming up, all you need to do is to turn this into 1. And let's save changes. Let's go to the blog page and refresh. You will see on the blog page there is only 1 item. There won't be additional duplicated items showing. And then the next thing you want to do is to remove this pagination. And all we need to do is to go to the theme customizer. Under the additional CSS, you want to put in this simple code. And if we publish this, let's go back to the Blogroll and refresh this, you will see that the pagination is gone. So this looks like a decent Blogroll page where you can view all the articles like this, or you can select each individual category. I think this is a much easier way to have an awesome Blogroll page. And all you need to do is to play with the settings on this post grid blog. As you can see right here, there are all these settings you can play with. The image setting, you can put it to be a portrait, landscape, or basically inherit the image size, which is a little too big. So I think this portrait 3:4 is justified. You can edit the post container, change the background color if you want to, change the image, align the image on the left or at the top, change the size of the image. So I'm not going to go through all these settings one by one. I think you can play around with it. I just want to show you how awesome it is on this template builder, because with this, you can really do wonders. You can break free from the theme design using all these settings here and playing around with all the dynamic content that the full site editing and Kadence bring to you. This is the power of the template builder. I hope you see how awesome it is. Highest level of theme customization unlocked. Don't you agree? If full site editing provides you with a way to add menu items and customize mobile triggers, Kadence and full site editing will be a match made in heaven. Anyway, if this video helped, don't forget to smash that thumbs up button. It will really help this video and my channel grow. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. I'll see you in the next video.